I'm actually really excited about the momentum I am seeing nationally, um, really particularly at the state level. Because if Roe v. Wade is ever going to be overturned, I believe 100% it's going to be because of a state legislative challenge. But we have to bring the right bill. And I've been active in some different bills that have been brought up, that have been brought to the table, and none of them really seemed like this is the one, right? This is the one that's going to challenge Roe. When the heartbeat legislation started really rolling out across the country, I started reading the bills and I said to myself, I believe this is it. I believe that this is the legislation that can actually challenge Roe. And the reason that I believe that is simple. The Supreme Court and Roe, they both have said you cannot ban a particular type of abortion procedure. You can't do it. You cannot ban a D&E type of abortion that will automatically run as a constitutional fail. Okay? You won't be able to overturn Roe by banning a particular type of abortion. We have seen that that doesn't work. Okay? What we must do is we have to find some type of legislation that's actually going to essentially recall abortion so that the Supreme Court will have to look at the scientific and medical advancements that have taken place since 1973. They'll have to look at that and say, okay, we need to put a recall on abortion. This was a bad product, and we need to pull that product off the market. Okay? So I'm not a constitutional attorney. I'm not any kind of attorney. I'm not an expert in law. But most importantly, I did work in politics for Planned Parenthood. They are not concerned about a particular type of abortion procedure being banned because they know that won't stand up constitutionally. They are concerned about the pro-life movement coming up with a bill that will actually scientifically and medically challenge Roe, because that in the law, that is what is absolutely required in order for Roe to be overturned. Life ends when a heartbeat stops, then certainly life can begin when a heartbeat starts, right? That's just logic. And so even though I believe life begins at the moment of conception, and most pro-lifers do, and science even backs up that reality, I think that logically this bill makes sense. It makes sense for those who are secular. It makes sense for the medical community. It makes sense for the scientific community. It just makes sense. And so that's why, and I think right now we're seeing this growing momentum. I mean, we see state after state passing heartbeat legislation. The Supreme Court, their job is to look at the will of the states. So if the will of, let's say, half of the states of the United States is to make abortion illegal at the moment of a detectable heartbeat, they have to take that into consideration. They must take it into consideration. I believe absolutely heartbeat bills are the very best chance we have right now of overturning Roe.